Hello, Leeds fans everywhere. Welcome to the El Loco Leeds football channel with my official Facebook group partner, Leeds Plus. It's Jinder Jade, and yet again, I'm here for the second stream of the day, and it's another episode of the Fan View, episode 14. So, welcome wherever you are joining me. Come on, join in and log on. I am looking at the final 45 minutes of this transfer window. It's about to close very, very shortly. So, guys, once again, remember to subscribe to the El Loco Leeds football channel on YouTube and also join my Leeds Plus group on Facebook. So, guys, we've already seen Leeds make a signing in Dan James, 25 million pounds. We've just bought him from Manchester United. Tell me your thoughts, how you're feeling about this. And remember, this particular podcast today is all about other football teams as well. I'm just going to be looking at some of the deals and looking at some of the transfers that are going through. So anybody who's in the chat, it doesn't have to be Leeds United. I mean, Crystal Palace, we can talk about for them. Crystal Palace fans who are in the chat, get yourselves onto my stream. Join me on the live stream. It's the El Loco Leeds football channel is now open, and let's get everybody talking about the transfer deadline day. It is the last 45 minutes, folks. No, I tell a lie. It's the last 39 minutes, and then that'll be it. No more transfers. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? Let's see who's going to be moving where everybody is going to be moving. Let's see what happens. So stick yourselves in the chat. Welcome to everybody who's joining me, and let's get interactive, guys. So I can just see that Crystal Palace have been very busy. Crystal Palace have signed striker Edouard from Celtic, on a 4-year deal. So that is interesting in itself. Like I said, with there's talks of Anton Griezmann leaving Barcelona and going back to his former club, Atletico Madrid. If there's Leeds fans on my channel and are joining me, give me your thoughts on the Dan James transfer earlier on. Remember, I was thinking of Jack Wilshere, and he's a free agent. He's actually training with a Serie B club. Could Jack Wilshere have been a shout for us at Leeds, just to, maybe keep our squad nice and pumped and, keep the numbers good for the bench? But, it's the transfer deadline day is an interesting day. Panic buys. Some clubs do panic buys, but I'm just having a look at Leicester and Newcastle over a loan deal for Hamza Chowdhury have broken down. Burnley have signed Welsh international defender Connor Roberts from Swansea for £2.5 million. So, there are deals that have gone through, and the biggest ones was obviously Ronaldo, because I think that was confirmed today. You've also got Dan James going to Leeds. Arsenal have sold Reece Nelson to Feyenoord on loan until the end of the season. So if you're in the chat, tell me how your team has fared, how your particular club has fared in the transfer window this season. I mean, what do you think? Have you had a good transfer window? Chelsea have had a magnificent transfer window with the sign. They signed Lukaku. They've made that transfer. They also signed somebody today. I'm just seeing it now. It's going to come up on the screen. But look, you've got Brighton spending £16 million. They've been busy today. 35 minutes left, guys. And it's, if I just see the Brighton player. So yeah, so they've gone for Cucurella from Getafe, £15.4 million. Um, you know, Lookman is on loan from RP Leipzig to Leicester. Emerson Royal from Barcelona to Tottenham. So any Spurs fans who are joining me and watching this stream, £21.5 million. Dan James, obviously, for 30 million. You've got, I don't know too much about Munoz, Santos Laguna to Newcastle. So Benitez has got somebody on loan. Ronaldo for 19.7, Juve to Man U. West Ham United has spent £33.5 million on Vlasic from CSKA Moscow. So some big deals going through. Some really big um, Tottenham are in talks with Serge Aurier over a mutual contract termination. Now, Willian, he also terminated his contract with Arsenal, and he's gone back to Corinthians. Tell me in the comments what your thoughts are on that. And yeah, so guys, we are running out of time, and it looks like there's 33 minutes to go. There've been some people who've left. Some players have left Leeds, actually, guys. Jordan Stevens, who's struggling to get a club, he's gone from Leeds to Barrow. We've also seen, well, I've just saw here flashed up that Robbie Gotts, is it Robbie Gotts? Yeah, Robbie Gotts has also gone to Barrow as well. So a couple of our young guys leaving in the transfer window. But Leeds fans, do give me your thoughts. I did do a video on Dan James earlier on, but give me your thoughts on Dan James. I mean, are you impressed with it? Is somebody on the stream? Thomas Gilbert, hi Jinder Jade, a good YouTube contact. Thank you. I think you mean content maybe, but thank you for joining me, Thomas. Tell me how you have found the transfer deadline window. Are you happy with the way Leeds United have done the business? Are you happy with the signing of Dan James? Do let me know, mate, in the comments. But good evening to you, and thank you for joining me on the YouTube channel. Guys, remember to subscribe to the El Loco Leeds football channel and get yourselves logged on to our Facebook group as well. I've got two Facebook pages I'd just like to shout out. The El Loco Leeds Facebook page, and also the we're on Instagram as well. Sorry to just thought I'd let you know. And also we've got our Facebook group, which is Leeds Plus as well. So you've got West Ham, who have all signed another player here. I'm just it's just flashed through. I'll tell you, West Ham have been busy. This is a interesting deal from they've signed Czech Republic and Spartak Moscow midfielder Alex Carell. Your thoughts on him? It's a season-long loan deal. So, it's interesting. Another big story, was Kylian Mbappe, who was supposed to sign for Real Madrid during the transfer window. Well, that deal didn't go through, did it? And so Mbappe is going to sign for Real Madrid from Paris Saint-Germain on a free transfer next season. So there you go. Let's look at your comments, guys. Here we go. Thomas has come in. Good news for Leeds United, top 7. Good signing today. So Thomas is very happy that we've bought in Dan James, and let's hope it works out for Dan James. I did say that in the last video that the one that I've done about Dan James. It's going to be an interesting to see where he actually fits into our side. Will he go into our right wing spot, and then that will move or free up Rafinha and put Rafinha behind Bamford, and Rafinha will be our central attacking midfielder. It's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out for Leeds. Let's just go back to the transfer deadline day, and I did see flash up some more stuff about Kylian Mbappe, that despite Real Madrid being prepared to pay 189 million for France international forward, they couldn't get that deal over the line. Can you believe it? 189 million pounds Paris Saint-Germain knocked back, and now they'll have to get rid of him on a free transfer. Let's have a look at this. So Thomas, 10k in Blackpool for refreshment UK, 11th September on Facebook. Okay. Don't know what you mean there, mate. So Brighton have signed Senegal forward Abdullah Sima from Slavia Prague. Sima will join season Stoke on a... Sorry, what am I saying? What am I talking about? Let me go back. Let me just go back. Let me just have a look. Yes, so Brighton signed Senegal forward Abdullah Sima from Slavia Prague on contract until 2025. Now, Brighton have done some interesting business, haven't they? I think the chap that they've got from Getafe is a good player. Some big business done today. 29 minutes left. I don't really see Leeds buying anybody now in the next half an hour. It'd be nice to get somebody in, but it looks like Leeds are not going to be buying anybody else unless we get something. But they're just showing Burnley have signed Welsh defender Connor Roberts from Swansea, and obviously the big one is Ronaldo. Aston Villa defender Frederick Gubert, he's left their club. He's joined Strasbourg on a season loan. Aston Villa have spent, haven't they? They've spent some money this transfer window, and tell me your thoughts on Aston Villa's transfer policy. It's the recruitment. It's been decent, hasn't it? Buendia has very, very good signing, and Danny Ings. I mean, if anybody's got Danny Ings in the Premier League, you've got to say it's very good, because he's banging in goals for fun at the moment, and he's doing really, really well. Villa, pains me to say it, but yeah. Now I wouldn't have minded this chap at Leeds, actually. Hector Bellerin. He's joined Real Betis on loan. Solid player, Hector Bellerin. So he's left Arsenal. And I know Arsenal fans have subscribed to my channel. They always comment. And if any Arsenal fan is here and they want to join me, please do so. you can take centre stage with me, and we can talk about Hector Bellerin's move from the Emirates Stadium to Real Betis. It's only on loan, but why would you get rid of Bellerin? This is just interesting. Real Madrid signed Eduardo Camavinga from Rennes on a contract until June 2027. So Sky in Italy have reported that Atletico Madrid agree a deal to re-sign Anton Griezmann from Barcelona on an initial loan with an obligation to buy for £34.4 million. I wouldn't have minded a punt at Anton Griezmann for Leeds for £34 million if that was the figure for him. Guys, 24 minutes left. I think all deals are probably concluded by now. I really don't see anybody making any sort of spectacular deals. Tottenham signed right back Emerson Royal from Barcelona for £21.5 million. So Barcelona have lost Junior Firpo on the left-hand side and now this right back. There's a bit of a fire sale at Barcelona. I think everybody needs to go there and get some of their players. The Crystal Palace signings are interesting. They really are. Looking very, very interesting to me. But I'm going to stay with you for another 23 minutes or so, and see who joins me, see what happens. Chelsea agree a deal with Atletico Madrid to sign Saul Niguez on initial loan with an option to buy. Chelsea, like I said, tremendous transfer window with signing Lukaku and whatnot. Leicester signed Ademola Lookman from RB Leipzig on loan. It's a good player, Ademola Lookman. Very, very good. And Barcelona, no. Well, Arsenal are looking at Bologna defender Takehiro Tomiyasu. Is agreed terms with Arsenal ahead of a 19.8 million move. So there is some moving going on, and there is some outgoings and incomings. Ryan Nelson, like I alluded to before, has gone to Feyenoord. Arsenal goalkeeper Alex Runarsson joins Ulevin on loan. I think that's how you say their name. And also Bellerin, like I said, has joined Real Betis on loan. Cross North London. Tottenham are in talks with Serge Aurier to terminate his contract in a mutual format. So it's all go with the two London sides. I really would have thought that Tottenham would have kept Serge Aurier. Seemed like a decent player. And nevertheless, I'm not Nuno Santos. So let's see what happens. Fast approaching the end of this transfer window. 21 minutes to go. Sky are reporting something at Everton. Now I can't put the volume up or my stream will sort of disappear, but something going on at Everton. Regarding Rondon. Now, Rafael Benitez had Rondon at Newcastle United. So I think he's trying to plot a move for him. It's going to be interesting. Really will be interesting to see if Benitez pulls that off. I mean, if you look at it, Benitez bought in Demari Gray, and Demari Gray was bought in for £1.7 million. Good player, solid player for £1.7 million. That's not a bad buy at all. So they've done some decent business, and they also bought in Andros Townsend on a free transfer. So they've done well with their choice of player, and so Everton looking to bring in Solomon Rondon. I think it's Solomon Rondon. But guys, thank you for joining me wherever you are in the world, joining me on this Fan View episode 14. Happy with DJ Jinder, kind and generous. Happy with Daniel James Jinder, kind and generous of Man United to give him some high-level experience on our behalf. Naby Elsa's job will be easier since he'll be working with a Champions League experienced player. Martin, thank you first of all for joining me, and I take on board what you've just said. You're happy with Dan James, and I mean, let's hope. I did say I hope he turns out to be a good signing for Leeds United. I really do, because sometimes when we've bought players from Man United, when it's gone the other way, it's done really, really well for them. But when we tend to buy players from Man United, it doesn't really work out for us. But I'm hoping that this is a different scenario, and I hope Dan James really excels for us. I hope it's more of a Gordon Strachan signing rather than a Lee Sharp signing. So and I do think that Bielsa wanted him a few years ago, and he's obviously, and as I'm speaking, Dan James is on the screen in front of me, and he looks good in the Leeds shirt, and number 20. That's what the number he has been given, number 20. Big Mally has just joined me. Good evening, Big Mally. How are you, my good friend? Hiya, Jay. Any update on Costa? Now, there's another one there that they're saying that Helder Costa will be out and going to loan to Valencia, I think. But I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind keeping Helder Costa. I know it's a split sort of decision, but with our fan base. But I'd rather keep Costa in, because you look at that bench, and we need people on the subs bench. We need a squad, and I'd rather keep Helder Costa with us, because we've lost Ian Poveda to Blackburn. He's on season loan, and from what I heard over the weekend, when I was looking at some of the football over the weekend, I couldn't watch much because I was busy doing gigs, but Poveda did get an assist in the Blackburn game. So, I wouldn't want to change too much. And another thing is, Helder Costa does know our system. He knows the Bielsa way. He knows what's expected. So, I'm for one, don't want Helder Costa to leave us. And Big Mally is saying, last I heard was that Valencia's manager had blocked the move. Well, that's not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing, Big Mally. If that is the case, then it looks like he might be just staying, because there's 16 minutes left, and the countdown is on for the deadline to sort of pass. So I hope Costa actually does stay and sticks it out with us till January at least. This season's going to be a tricky season. I really do feel, after watching parts of the Burnley game, guys, it was tough for us. The dirty tactics of Burnley, the aggression that they showed to our lads was on a different planet, wasn't it? The way they were going in. I mean, poor old Stuart Dallas. I thought his leg was broken when Barnes, their player Barnes, came in with a reckless tackle. There was no need for that. Absolutely no need. But you know, that's the way Burnley play, and I can see a lot of teams doing that this season against Leeds. After last season, the way we were, it's like put two people on Rafinha. So maybe, guys, just segueing a little bit from this Burnley game, maybe this Dan James signing may be brought in for him to play on the wings, you know, and Rafinha to play in the centre. Martin, he's going to be great. He didn't fail at Man U, rather he was suppressed. He's a better player now and a bigger asset to us. He's got to be hungry to prove himself too. Costa seems to have lost his confidence. Martin, I've got to agree with you there, as in Dan James. He didn't fail. And the thing is, he was absolutely electric at Swansea. In his first season, he made 33 appearances for Man United. And at that time, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was going in for a young approach. He wanted to build a youth, and he wanted to do this, he wanted to do that. He brought in Wan-Bissaka. I think it's Wan-Bissaka, isn't it? Wan-Bissaka? No, sorry, Tunzebi. He brought in, and he brought in Dan James, obviously, from Swansea. And then and then the season afterwards, after Dan James had played 30 games, he changed his philosophy. The likes of Edison Cavani came in. They've brought in now, which has spelt the end of Dan James's career at Old Trafford, by bringing in a 36-year-old Ronaldo. A 36-year-old Ronaldo in the Premier League. Will he be good? Will he be bad? Tell me in the comments. My thoughts are that, a 36-year-old Ronaldo, I don't see him being the Ronaldo of a few years ago, and I just don't think a 36-year-old Ronaldo is good. A 33-year-old Ronaldo, yes, but a 36-year-old, no, I really don't. Unless, they're going to play him in a deep-lying midfield position or something like that. So Dan James might be suited to our play. He might. This is where his heart was. He was about to sign for us in 2019. So, coming back to it, I do feel that the money was a bit too much for him. If we had got him in for maybe 15 to 16 million, I just don't think he justifies that 30 million tag. But this is all what we have to think about now. Leeds are in that way of, we have to, we won't get players for 3 million, 4 million. We were linked with the Reading player, Lewis O'Brien, for 8 million. And we didn't pay money for that, for that particular deal. So I think Bielsa has seen definitely something in Daniel James. He's stumped up the cash, because I think when we were trying to sign him from Swansea, we were going in at £12 million. Then eventually he went to Man United for 15. So it really is something that Bielsa has been looking at, that we've been interested, even though he was at Man United. And when he played against us, he looked very, very good, didn't he? In all honesty, he did tear us apart at Old Trafford when we lost 6-2 last season, and even this season he played a decent game against us. So it is a good signing in a way, and plus there's potential. Who's to say that Dan James can't be a really, really good player, because he's still very young. we may be able to have a profit over this. Martin has just with a lovely comment. More fool you, man, you. For once, their loss is our gain. I'm still heartbroken about the Red Devils tempting our best players into signing for them. Joe Jordan, Gordon McQueen, and devastated me. Cantona. Yeah, here, Martin. I really do remember Eric when he left in '92. Obviously, I wasn't Joe Jordan and Gordon McQueen a little bit before my time, but when Cantona left in '92, that was a heartbreaking experience for me. So let's just see what happens. I really hope, like I said, I hope this is more of a Gordon Strachan type signing than a Lee Sharp signing. Lee Sharp wasn't too bad in that season under George Graham. He wasn't too bad. Big Mally is saying good business by Man U. Yes, it was. I think they have got a wonderful amount of money for this chap. Big Mally also chiming in with not forgetting Alan Smith. Yeah, Alan Smith, Rio Ferdinand. And who did they give us in return? In the last few years, Sam Wootton. Remember Cameron, what's his name? Jackson, double barrel name. Ferdinand also, Martin's just saying. I've just seen flashed up that, and I was talking to you guys beforehand, before we started talking about our beloved Leeds United, but Tottenham have actually terminated Serge Aurier's contract. Now, Serge Aurier is a good shout. He's got drive. He's a good player. Very, very solid player. And I wouldn't mind him at Leeds. And there is a chance if they're free transfers. Tell me in the comments below. Can we still get them after if somebody's contract has been terminated and free agents? Can you still sign that particular player? I wouldn't mind him at Leeds, Serge Aurier. Strachan, Big Mally saying Brian Greenoff, yes, another one. And also here's another one which done really, really well for us is Johnny Giles, obviously. Fantastic player, fantastic player. I just did not see the team of Revy because I started supporting Leeds in 1989. So, guys, 7 minutes left. And the big story now is that Serge Aurier and Tottenham have mutually terminated contract. So he's a free agent. I also saw that Jack Wilshere was a free agent, but he's getting a chance to play his football in Italy with a team called, I think, was it Bologna? It was a Serie B club, sorry. And not Bologna, it was a Serie B club. Now, Leeds, they flashed here, and the Daniel James signing, it's on a 5-year deal. And the one thing that did surprise me when I saw this signing, guys, was that it's a straight out permanent deal for Dan James. There's no loan. It's not like a loan and then an option to buy. Leeds they just went in there and have actually done a permanent move for him, which shows that we mean business, guys. We do mean business. Jeff Edwardson, hello, good evening to you. Think we'll sign anyone? I don't think so. I don't think so unless we can pull something out of the bag in the next 6 minutes. A Kuna or a Lang or something of that ilk would be great. Arsenal have just signed Takiro Tomiyasu from Bologna. There's some Celtic. Crystal Palace have bought Edward from Celtic. So Crystal Palace have been. Crystal Palace have bought. I mean, they beat us to Conor Gallagher as well. So it's It's interesting. If the teams around us, who I do believe we're still rivals with, we are at the end of the day. Um, I look at Crystal Palace's squad. I look at Everton's squad. I look at Aston Villa's squad, Arsenal's squad. These teams will be in around us. You know, and Jeff has just said what I am thinking, and I was about to come on to that, Jeff. We really need a central midfielder. Yes, I think so. I really do. I really do think so. We do need a central midfielder. Big Mally, good signing by Palace. Yes, absolutely. Fantastic signing by Palace. That Edward guy, even Conor Gallagher's a good one. It's it's teams like that who who do worry me. You know, Burnley we've seen have also strengthened their squad by signing Connor Roberts from Swansea for 2.5 million. Um, it's interesting. I mean, here's another little. Here's something. Yes, Big Mally wants to get. Yeah, Bielsa is banking on Forshaw. Yeah, I mean, look, I, in Bielsa I do trust, and banking on Forshaw is something that if the gaffer thinks that Forshaw's up to it and he can withhold the his fitness for this season, that would be great because you know Adam Forshaw is an unknown quantity to a lot of the Premier League. Nobody really knows what this guy's all about. We know what he's capable of in the Championship. He was a solid player for he played for Middlesbrough, and every time he played for Leeds, he was comfortable on the ball. But you know, it'd be nice. It really would have been nice to get another, nice central midfielder. That box to box Premier League quality. And here's something that I would love to. I mean, Donny Van Bleek or Van Beek at Man United. That could have been something that we could have looked at. From Man U, if we were going to go and get players from there, because they're not. How many games is he going to be playing? And that guy is a Swedish international. He's a good player, and something that we could have looked at in our midfield. Tell me what your thoughts are on Donny van Beek at Leeds. That would have been interesting. But guys, the final 3 minutes of this deadline. Look, the plus points are we've not had to sell anybody. The Leeds fans were probably thinking, we may have to get rid of somebody. I mean, when I saw Dan James being linked with Man United, I thought, well, oh dear, that I hope Rafinha is not going the other way with his link with Bruno Fernandes. And it's just a Leeds thing to do, isn't it? With they Man United do a counter deal and give us Dan James and then give us something like 30 million for Rafinha, and Leeds take it. But that's not happened. And, that's a good thing. We've kept our star men. We've kept the likes of Calvin Phillips at Leeds this season. Yeah, Rafinha's with us. So that's a good sign that we want to keep our players. Rafinha, maybe in the future, will be leaving us. He's a quality player. And maybe Dan James is that long-term replacement for him. But, it's good that we've got we've managed to keep our players. Jeff, one thing is we have no keepers who are well experienced. Yeah, Jeff, we brought this young lad in. We also brought a player in from Celtic, a centre back last week, didn't we? So I think we like to have young players in, and we don't get the established the names as such. It's just not the way Leeds are going to be doing things. We've got to get used to it. It's Bielsa is more of, he wants to coach the youth, and so far he's not had much. He's not done much wrong, has he? So look, it looks like Helder Costa's staying. There's 40 seconds to go. I've not heard anything about Helder Costa leaving, which is good. I'm happy that Costa will stay. It gives us another option, just in case something bad happens to our, squad, and we need people to come in who know the system. And Costa does do that. I know it's a split opinion, but anytime a cog leaves the squad, like Alioski's left, Alioski knew the system, didn't he? And here's the final countdown: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's your lot, guys. There you go. The window is now closed. So there you go. We have done well. We've kept our players. We've signed a player. We've signed a Junior Firpo. It's not been a bad transfer window. I mean, yes, we could have had we wanted a central midfielder. But look, in Bielsa we trust. He's our man. He was taking us to the dance. Well, let's not forget that. But I'm going to leave the video just there. Thank you to Jeff, Martin, to Big Mally, to everybody who joined me on this. We've been going on for about 40 minutes. Thomas also done a comment. Thank you for joining the live stream today. That's the fan view. Guys, if you can, hit a like and make sure you share the video out. And like I said, I will be doing some more content for you during this international window. We have got England playing as well, so we'll do a watch along, because Patrick Bamford, Calvin Phillips are in the England setup. Let's see if Bamford gets his first cap. So I'll definitely be doing a watch along on one of them. And just keep it hooked on to the El Loco Leeds football channel. I really do appreciate each and every one. Remember to have a look at the videos and stuff. If you've missed any videos. So keep on doing what you're doing for me. And I will see you very, very shortly on another video. So thank you for watching, guys. Remember to hit that like button and share the video out. Thank you for all your comments. Marching on together.